gentlemen, we have Mr. Okumu who would like to say something about the Maggero issue. Mr. Okumu, welcome to this interview on behalf of the Kenya Stockholm blog.
Thank you very much.
Now, you have seen and heard what has already happened. Mr. Maggero is dead, and today the memorial service is being planned by Kenyans on their own behalf. Now, what do you have to say about the whole issue?
Thank you very much, Mr. Osave. What I would say is like this actually is like is a breaking point for all what we have about or what we think about the interracial relationships and how much we regarded Mr. Maggero, because Mr. Maggero was like, my personal opinion is like, it was like a yardstick for anybody who actually regarded interracial marriages.
Now, Mr. Maggero, passed away, and the family kept this information secret for almost 4 days. What is your view on this kind of behavior?
Yeah, it's just a total, it's a total misunderstanding of what we always believe in, like having like a loyal partner. When you have a partner who is not like really somebody coming from your region, then you really can't count on the trust. I mean, you really invest a lot in the relationship and trust and investment, and it's a total distrust. I mean, that's all I could say. I mean,
now, the family of Mr. Maggero back in Kenya is not in Sweden. They did not attend the funeral, and this has been one of the central issues. What do you think about the fact that despite attempts to get the family here, the burial was so much hurried up that the family could not make it?
Yeah, but this is a total coup. I mean, this is personal interest, depending on what what we could call the Maggero's current family, because I mean they didn't want anything to do with the Maggero's belief, Maggero's background. I mean the family, so that they could come here or actually honor the death of Maggero and give Maggero a decent burial.
Do you have any message for the Maggero family?
Where? In Sweden or in Kenya?
In Sweden.
Well, I mean, Sweden is the system. And what I could say is like they've done what they want. I mean, that's their position. Whatever reason they did it for is up to them. Personally, as an individual, I can't go and say like, you did this, is wrong. It depends. Is personal interest? I don't know.
Do you think it is in order for Kenyans in Sweden to organize their own memorial for Mr. Maggero?
Absolutely. For us Kenyans, we need to give a Maggero at least a good send-off, a decent one. That's what I can say. Kenyans actually needs to come together and give Maggero what he deserves. He may not get it exactly as he wants, because his Swedish family has come up upon it and made it the way it is. But the Kenyans as a whole, I would really actually recommend them to come and give Maggero a good send-off.
Now, Maggero had a family in Kenya. His first wife is still alive in Kenya. Do you think that this family had a right to play a role in the funeral arrangements?
Absolutely, absolutely. The previous arrangement, they had an absolute role to play. What we are trying to do right now, they have an absolute role to play. I mean, we need to give Mr. Maggero a decent burial or a decent send-off. That would be what.
Is there anything else you'd like to say?
What I would like to say is like, I mean, be aware of this foreign, Swedish, whatever engagement, arrangement. It may be good in the process, but at the end of the day, it's a catastrophe. I mean, it's just a disaster. It could be a disaster. I'm not saying probably it's working for some people, but personally, I think twice before you engage seriously in a foreign marriage. I mean,
are you saying that Kenyans should not engage in foreign marriages, or what exactly are you saying?
Personally, I would say that to think twice. I mean, it's good while it lasts, but I mean, towards the end, what we've seen right now is a total disgrace for foreign marriage. I mean, Maggero had lived with this my wife. I mean, from what we read or what we know is over 40 years, 30 years. I mean, who would know this would happen? But still, at the end of the day, this happens. What can I say? Be careful. I mean, I believe I would be very comfortable with a Kenyan or an African woman. But I know it won't turn out the way it turned out. That's my message. I mean, choose your partner. Think of the future. Think for the future. I mean, now we don't know. Things may be good now, but they may not last forever.
Don't you think that those words will not be taken lightly by Kenyans who are in mixed marriages? Don't you think they won't be seen like you are stereotyping foreign Kenyans who are married to white Swedes in particular?
I'm sorry if I could be stereotyped. I'm saying my opinion. I'm saying that, I mean, when you're getting into a relationship, think for the end result. I mean, it may be good, but it may not be good while it lasts.
What about if Maggero actually told, his wife that he would like to be cremated? How would you react?
Well, I won't react to that, but we've got Luo cultures. I mean, African cultures to observe. I mean, this goes beyond what his wishes could be. But I'm just me. I don't need to speak for him. But I mean, personal opinion, Luo cultures, Luo Kitimbegi, Paul Mboyas, I mean, the tenets, we still have to observe all. I mean, we are, at the end of the day, we've got where we come from. I mean, in a million years, we'll never belong to this place. In as much as we may be brainwashed, in as much as we may think, that we are integrated, we are not integrated. I mean, whatever the case, even if you are half Mzungu, a Swede, a European, or a Caucasian, will still look at you as an African, and we really need to go back into that. It's good. I don't actually kind of challenge any interracial relationship, marriage, or anything, but I mean, think twice, know who you are with in a relationship. I mean, that's what I would say.
Thank you very much, Mr. Okumu, for accepting to conduct this interview on behalf of the Kenya Stockholm blog.
Thank you very much, Mr. Say.
And it's very important.